Welcome back to The Great Expanse by JohnBap426 here on YouTube. So glad you guys could join me for another video. If you've liked the videos that you've seen thus far, hit the like button. If you dislike them, hit the dislike button. Share these videos with other people that appreciate comic book related stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications all. Try to do it in one breath, but nope. Fate and breath control would have me break it down. So hit that bell for notifications all. Not personalized or the one underneath. So when a new video is dropped, you will know about it second, and I will know about it voiced, and we can get traffic coming in, traffic going out, and The Great Expanse by JohnBap426 can expand. It's in the name. Now, this is my movie review for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And ever since I did a video for the trailers and all the featurettes, like DNA, there's a featurette for Namor, I've told you guys that this is my most anticipated movie from the MCU in a while. Okay? And I've just come back from seeing it. And I have mixed emotions. I'm almost at a loss for words. Now, when I say I'm almost at a loss for words, it's like, I don't know what my final resolute conclusion is about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. As I told you, each time I saw something, I said, that needle of anticipation is moving further and further. I'm becoming more and more excited about it. But now that now that I've seen it, I just don't know what kind of grade I can give this movie. First of all, the movie is long. It's unnecessarily long. And I'm going to be doing what I usually do. Give you kind of minor spoilers. Not complete spoilers, but minor spoilers. And I'll be jumping all over the place. So if you've already seen it, you're like, that didn't happen first. I'm letting you know now. I'm jumping all over the place. There are so many sequences and so many characters that don't need to be in this film. Okay? Now, I don't really think I was giving Ironheart or Riri Williams grief. Because like I said, I don't know who that is. But there was no reason for her to be in this movie. And I'm only saying that because I've seen the movie. There was no reason for her to be in this movie. Somebody else that we see in the trailers, Everett Ross, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. No reason for him to be in this movie. None. Somebody else that I said was going to be a big part of this movie. The person that I said personally, Atsuma, was going to be the big bad that's kind of pulling the strings behind the scenes, kind of gassing up Namor to go after Wakanda. There's no reason for him to be in this movie. There's an entire environment, an entire setting in this movie that does not need to be there. Someone else that's not advertised, that's in the movie, doesn't need to be in the movie. There are just stretches of this movie where I'm just like, this is boring. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a sequence, okay, where Namor and Shuri are exploring Talokan, okay, which is Atlantis, basically. And it's boring. I was expecting like the same spectacle, the same like breathtaking visual effects that I got with Atlantis. You know, when Arthur was first, exploring Atlantis with Mera. And the whole time I'm like, look at this murky underwater ramshackle of a civilization. And then then the actress Letitia Wright is just like looking around like, I'm like, she must have a better view of Talokan than I did, because the children that are playing the sport, not really basketball, not really soccer, but like they have like plastered smiles on their faces, and it's like, who plays a competitive sport smiling? And you can tell like the actor just said, smile, action. So I'm expecting like the breathtaking spectacle that was Jasmine and Aladdin and Aladdin, the movie Aladdin. You know, a whole new world. Keep your tomatoes to yourself, okay? And the whole time I'm like, murky, dull. The person I was with fell asleep. Talokan is boring. And I didn't know what was going on. At one point, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, why are, and I'm going to mention characters that are in the trailer or that are in the featurette. I'm like, why are Atsuma and Namora regular flesh and blood people underwater, but when they're above water, they're like these blue mer women. I'm like, why is the water changing things? And I'm like, this movie's too long. It's too long. And okay, something else that might land me in some hot water. I don't care because I'm just keeping it real. Remember, this is my recap, my recall, my rehash, my retort, my review. This is from my perspective. There is no cultural significance for Talokan Atlantis to be Mesoamerican. There's no reason for it in this movie. It serves no purpose in pushing the story forward. You could have said like Talokan was like Eastern European and it would have made no difference. It really doesn't play a part. In one of the trailers, you see Namor as a child seeing, you know, this like building and people like burning and all this other stuff. Or maybe the building was burning, I don't know. And I guess from the director and the screenwriter's point of view is supposed to make you understand why Namor loves his people so much. It doesn't work. It doesn't. It's just like expository and it's boring. It's boring. Now, the action sequences with Namor are fire, okay? The things you see in the trailer, like him like zip, 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 excellently done. But I was just sitting there watching the credits because I was looking for the mid-credit scene, which is great. It's a great mid-credit scene. And I was, sitting there, waiting for the post-credit scene. Just at a loss, just like frowning like I am now. I was like, I don't know what kind of grade to give this movie. Especially as I've been hyping it up in the trailers and the featurettes here on The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 here on YouTube. But I'm like, I don't know what I think about this. And remember, I told you when I was reviewing Thor: Love and Thunder, a movie has a beginning, a middle, and an end. A movie is not moments in between. Or, hey, that was a great moment. Oh, it's a great movie. No, those are just great moments. From beginning to end is not a great movie. And something else, the first Black Panther is much better than this one. And I already told you that I thought Black Panther is a good movie, not a super stupendous movie that everybody else thinks it is. Like, oh yeah, Oscars all around. Oscar talk. This is the greatest MCU film ever. Not to me, but it's much better than this one. This one, like I said, can be dull and plodding. Now, let me tell you about some great stuff about this film. Great stuff about the film. The film is not great. Great stuff about the film. The actors are fantastic. This is Letitia Wright's movie. Letitia Wright, whenever she was on the screen, I was like, yes. I feel you, sis. You know what I mean? Letitia Wright had presence, she had gravitas, another word I like to use on this channel. Winston Duke is amazing, and the scenes between Letitia Wright and Winston Duke are some of my favorite. And it's very rare when an MCU film can have dialogue-driven scenes that are fantastic. But there are several scenes when M'Baku is talking to Shuri, and it's great. Great stuff. Angela Bassett, fantastic. Angela Bassett should be in Oscar talk for Best Supporting Actress. What the story doesn't really deliver, the actors are giving it. Really. Lupita Nyong'o, Nakia's character, great action. Danae Gurira, who plays Okoye, great stuff. The actors, I salute all of you. Even the ones I don't think should have been in the movie. All right, like I said, Riri Williams shouldn't have been in the movie because she doesn't push the story forward at all. Even though they tried to make it serious. I mean, they tried to make her role serious, but it wasn't. All right, shouldn't have been in the movie. But she wasn't horrible. But there are horrible moments with her. Okay, she like picks up a radio and is telling the princess of Wakanda and her general to get out and don't touch anything. Who do you think you're talking to, little girl? Royalty is in her warehouse. Again, I don't know how this child had the resources to get a warehouse to build her Iron Man suit, and she's in college. Like, I'm like, is she really telling them don't touch anything? that's one of those instances where like the smart people, just for the sake of a laugh, are just stupid for no reason. What are you doing here? Like, let me get off of that, okay? But like I said, Riri Williams wasn't unbearable. She just wasn't necessary for the script. Everett Ross, played by Martin Freeman, who I love from The Office as Tim Canterbury, okay? No reason to be in the movie, but he wasn't unbearable, okay? Atuma, no reason to be in the movie, but he wasn't unbearable. So the characters are great. I love Winston Duke's presence. When he and Letitia Wright are sharing the same frame, Winston Duke just looks so much bigger when he's in her presence. So there's one part of the movie when, you know, Shuri's kind of in the front of the frame and he's in the back, and he just looks so big. And I'm like, M'Baku might need his own movie, because he kind of just embodies like a superhero movie character's presence. He's just big on the screen. He and Letitia Wright just have so much presence that is adorable. It's great. I love it so much. And they try to bring connective tissue from the MCU. Like they mentioned the name Thanos. Like I said, another character comes in who was kind of prominent. I'm not gonna say prominent, but they had a cameo early on in Marvel's Phase 4. Unnecessary for this movie, though. There's another cameo that I did not see coming, and this helps push Letitia Wright's Shuri's character forward, and it makes you think, like, what's going to happen here? You know what I mean? And again, moments, but from beginning to end, it's not a great movie. They're just great moments. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna give any more spoilers, really. Okay. But, and again, this movie is not a failure, all right? But plotting at times, dull. As I said, the person next to me fell asleep that I went to the movie with. I had to like nudge them awake because they were just in a deep sleep. It took a while to get interesting. So I gotta give Black Panther Wakanda Forever a B+. B+, not B for bad or anything, but just B+. Too much unnecessary stuff. I don't know what the editors of this movie were thinking. I don't know if Kevin Feige was holding a repulsor cannon to the base of their brainstem. It was like, if you take it out of the film, I'm going to erase you from existence or something. Or maybe somebody had the Infinity Gauntlet and was going, you going to cut that out? So, again, I'm still shaking my head after I've seen the movie, because it's not what I wanted. It wasn't very good. It was okay. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is okay. I'm not going to say it's a failure. It is a disappointment. It is a letdown for me personally, okay? But did you see Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Is it the best MCU film you've ever seen? If you disagree, write a dissertation in the comments if you need to. And David Brent style. Put it right there, okay? And thank you for liking the videos. Please come back and see what else we have in store for you. We're trying to give you guys the best content, standout content possible. Like, the gears in my head are churning. Trying to think of different ways to entertain you guys, to keep you guys coming back without being disappointed. Please visit the community tab. I haven't really updated a whole bunch this week, but please visit, please interact, please like the videos, share them, leave a comment. I love reading you guys' comments. And let's get The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 here on YouTube. Expanding, it's in the name. And still, even though the movie was a little bit of a disappointment,